Olá, hoje vamos conhecer um dos mais prestigiados escritores ingleses da atualidade. Martin Amis nasceu em Inglaterra e é descrito como o enfant terrible da literatura inglesa. Filho de um escritor, já foi nomeado para o Booker com A Flecha do Tempo e é famoso pelo estilo desassombrado e pelo humor desconcertante. Viemos ter com ele à sua casa em Londres. Hello, Martin.
Hi.
You're the son of the celebrated author Kingsley Amis. Did that have an influence on your decision of becoming a novelist yourself?
Probably, but my theory is that the decision to be a novelist precedes anything of that kind. That it happens much sooner, much earlier than people think. Happens when you're about 12 or 13. It's that stage of your life where you begin to commune with yourself. You start to keep diaries and notebooks and write poems, perhaps, and suddenly you're aware of an inner voice inside you, and you're interested in that voice. And in my view, the novelists are just the ones who never grew out of that. But to begin with, I didn't even know what kind of writer my father was by then. He could have been writing science fiction or westerns, for all I knew. When I began, he was a stylistic influence because I very much liked his novels. And then, that gets you through your first novel. And then I think there's a big difference. There are a lot of children of writers who write one book or two books, and then they shut up. Because the emulation has taken place, they've proved their point, and that's it, and that's the extent of the ambition. That's when it's all about the father or the mother. But I always knew very early on that I was in it for the long haul, that it would not be one novel or two novels.
So you would say that the influence of your father on you being a writer was more a gene thing, more genetics?
I don't think it can be, because I think, as far as I know, we're the only case of a parent and a child who have produced, roughly comparable bodies of work.
Did you ever find yourself sort of competing with your father?
No, I think it went the other way, if it went that way at all. And I remember he was on television once on a prominent chat show, and he was enjoying it. And as he said, going on TV is just showing off. And then the interviewer brought up my name, and I could see a look of real irritation. But it didn't work the other way. I mean, I was delighted when he won the Booker Prize. I couldn't have been more pleased for him. And also, I think that's his best book, and I said so. And it was a literary friendship as well as a father-son relationship, and a very good father-son relationship, too.
In Time's Arrow, the novel that you got shortlisted for the Booker, you wrote on page 76 that time makes us everything we are. Now, you're an author who enjoys to play around with time. In House of Meetings, the action goes back and forth, and in Time's Arrow, of course, it goes only back. Now, why is that? Well, that playful thing you have with time?
Well, time is everything. Jorge Luis Borges said, "Time is what I am made of. Time is a river that bears me away, but I am the river." It is, there are two stories in one's life, in one's whole existence. One is your own progress through the various stages of life, the 7 ages of life. The other is the planet's progress. Now, we live in a time where history is speeded up. I've lived through fantastic changes, and it will, for my own children, it will be even more fantastic, the degree of change.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So time is, both these stories are to do with time. And it's tragic, and it gives the only shape to your life that your life has. Life isn't like literature. It's the difference between literature and life is the difference between a lady's shoe, with the heel, the curve, the point, and an ordinary foot. That's the degree of contrivance and stylization that fiction brings to life. Life isn't like that at all. The only shape life has is the
So literature embellishes life. That's what it means.
It's
stylizes life.
Yeah, stylizes. It organizes life to make a point. It is tendentious.